Good afternoon, everyone. And as Emma has said, I'm Neil and I am from Juniper Training. It says I'm an apprenticeship specialist. I can't even say it, apprenticeship specialist. That's because that's what I do on a day-to-day basis and I've done for about the last sort of 12 years. So I can kind of hopefully tell you anything you need to know about apprenticeships, any questions you have, etc, etc. Today's sort of talk has been widely advertised as apprenticeship myth busting. Thanks, Emma, because that's what I told you it was going to be. Yes. That's a really loose working title. Okay, it might not be apprenticeship myth busting, but either way, you'll learn a little bit about it hopefully today. So, first of all, I'm not very good with technology either, by the way. So, what I thought I'd do first of all is tell you a little bit about me. So, and a little bit into sort of my world, and kind of probably why I do what I do. It's just this little lot up here. So, there's a bit of a theme, as you might see as you go along, but this is me and my kind of brood. I've got a shitload of kids. They all. This is my beautiful wife Laura, and this was our wedding photo in our wedding festival that we had just 6 years ago, and all the children came before that. But yeah, these are all mine, and this is my granddaughter, and etc, etc. So I've got quite a lot of kids, and it kind of sort of moves into sort of what this is why I do what I do to a certain extent. I have a beautiful dog called Tallulah, who is here and looks very angelic and beautiful, and she's touching her mama's hand, and probably briefly after that Laura lost the tips of 2 fingers because she's a little horror. And that kind of steps into the other things that we like to do, which is go camping in our van. That was somewhere in Wales, which I'm very proud of that photo. And Tallulah looking at the back of the van. And we also like to travel quite a lot. I'm already on my 2nd holiday this year, and that is totally down to my other half, Laura, who books every holiday. I think I was talking to Jackie earlier about holidays. She gave me some information about trying to get some discount on holidays, and I went, that would go straight to my wife because I have nothing to do with going on holiday. She books them all, and that was us on a day out somewhere in Vietnam late last year. I also love the wolves. As advertised here by some of my friends at our wedding who brought the flag along. Also advertising the fact that I am Cornwall born and bred, but now live in King Swinford just down the road. Festivals, we do a bit. This is me at Glastonbury, which is basically my spiritual home, and was introduced to me by, again, my lovely wife. There's a theme in there, by my lovely wife Laura. And this here is our festival, which grew from our wedding, Shakespeare. And we had that festival. We've done that twice now, and are planning another one hopefully next year, where we raised just over £5 for Parkinson's. So the sort of festival theme, it was all her work. I just went and got drunk. Yeah, the festival theme and the family theme, etc. The way that sort of comes into my story, and you'll see in a little bit, in fact we might flip over now, just tell you a little bit about my work history. So I started work a very long time ago at Lloyds Bank, and I was there for a number of years, and I went into sales in an engineering company, and then I went to sales in the car industry, and then I ended up in high street recruitment. All very corporate, money making, chasing the dollar kind of businesses, and that was my life for a very long time. And then at some point, probably about 10-15 years ago maybe, I kind of had this awakening and realised that sort of money wasn't what it was all about, and it's sort of quality of life and have a nice time and enjoy yourself, go to work hard, but just create an atmosphere for your family and your children and your future, which means that you're not just looking for that dollar all the time. And that's kind of where my life went, and that sort of led me into what I do now in the training world. And yes, we have to make money, no doubt about it, but we give something back, and we're sort of helping young people potentially, or not necessarily young people. So that's what we do, and it's why I do what I do now. So that brings me to, I work for a training provider for another long time, and I've been with Juniper now for just over 12 months, and what a fabulous company they are. I'll tell you a little bit about Juniper Training. So, a lot of people have mentioned to me today, if you're local, they go, oh, are you from that centre at the waterfront? Because we have a centre in Brierley Hill. But Juniper as a business, I've just had our 40-year anniversary. We employ in excess of 250 staff. We're an Ofsted registered good provider. Obviously everything that we do is government funded, and we actually have 24 locations that we deliver training from across the country. So effectively we're a bit bigger than most people think we are. We support over 2,000 students a year. We work with over 1,000 employers, and a stat that I'm very proud of, we're very proud of, currently 80% progress into apprenticeship programs or further education. So this is students that come into us and move forward. 80% of those students progress into one of those things. And we currently have, of completed apprenticeships, 100% of our apprenticeships get a pass. So we have had no one fail an apprenticeship as long as they've completed it. That's the caveat. Okay, think about that. It's a nice little stat. A little bit more about Juniper Training. I'm here to talk about apprenticeships. I'm under pressure today because there's another training provider in the room. It's probably why I'm sweating a little bit. Usually it's just people who know nothing about education. So we do an apprenticeship program, a pre-apprenticeship program, as well as our apprenticeships and what I do. This is not the bit of the business that I'm involved in, but it's very important to us, and it's probably a bigger part of what we do. So we have various centres around the country, as I said, 4 locally in the West Midlands, and they run a pre-apprenticeship program, and as you can see there, those are the kind of things that we do. So work skills, customer service skills, all that kind of thing, to prepare young people for either apprenticeship or work. The reason this is on my slide is because you all know businesses out there, you all have businesses out there, and our centres are always looking for opportunities for young people to do work experience. As part of their work skills course, they need at least 1 day a week in a business to get their work experience hours. So if you know anyone, or you yourselves can offer that opportunity, talk to me and I can point you in the right direction. I've already spoken to someone about that today, haven't I? Amazing. So, apprenticeships. So, Juniper Training offer a range of apprenticeships, and these are almost all of what we do. There's a couple more to put onto this, but it's very sort of general. Business administration, customer service, recruitment, specialist area, early years, team leader, teaching assistant, warehousing, retail, roofing in the construction industry, lean manufacturing, HR support, and operations manager. And you can tell from that it's quite a wide range, and not necessarily just for your average school leaver or 16 to 18 year old. And we'll come on to that in a little bit further in a minute. So, rather than this 10 minutes be dead boring, and me talking to you about me, and what Juniper do, I thought we'd have a little quiz.
Love a good quiz.
Okay, so we love a quiz here, don't we? Yeah, so we've got a little quiz, but I hope this works now. So this is, I've nicked this off the internet, by the way, so it's not mine. And the questions aren't difficult, I hope, but we're going to have a little go. If the technology works, that is. There we go. Why is that not switched over? To what I can say.
Someone technical in the room. Anyone technical?
I would ask him, mate.
Best I could offer is switch it on and off.
Yeah, where's that not gone?
Did-
My presentation
Didn't you have this problem earlier?
That's what I want to say. Yeah, you can do whatever you like with it. Oh, look at that. All you need, I have to run it from there. Oh, right, I can't sit this right then. That's fine, right, so. Are we ready? Hopefully we'll learn a few facts about apprenticeships. Is an apprenticeship a real job?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Correct. I hope. Okay. In 2022-23 academic year, how many people aged 16 to 19 started an apprenticeship? I hope I can remember the right answer.
Well, it's multiple choice.
Yeah, you think it's 97,000? Is that the majority in the room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah? 77,000. You were wrong boo. The answer is 77,000, which I think is still fairly impressive. There are multiple choice.
Middle to the
800. Yeah, 800 plus. 500 plus.
800 plus.
1,500 plus. Go big or go home.
Well, go big or go home. So who's the captain in the room?
It's not boding well for the
It's not, no.
800 plus, 500 plus, 1,500 plus, or 1,500 plus apprenticeships.
Show of hands.
I'm not answering, I know the answer.
Put your hands up for 500. Hands up for 800.
1,500, just Steve. So I think the majority said 800.
Yeah.
1,500. That's a lot, innit?
Yeah, that's really good. Well, it's
Obviously, Juniper don't do 1,500,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
that's where we're at.
Surprising.
Okay. So, what percentage of 2022-23 apprenticeships were at higher or degree level?
32.
15.
47.
15%.
So we do show of hands again. Show of hands for 15%. 32.
Because the top one hasn't been done yet.
47. Yeah.
Just me.
Oh no, 2. So the majority of the rooms have 15, I think, did they? Is that right, Emma?
Yeah, that's right.
It's 47%.
Indian John.
So here we go, we're myth busting for a second. When it says higher level or degree, and Kidderminster College, tell me if I'm wrong, But a level 3 is classed as a higher level apprenticeship, so it goes higher at level 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
3 is equivalent to A level.
Yeah, so that's higher, effectively. So probably that's why it's 47%. That's where you look.
Question wasn't clear.
No, you don't. I mean, it's clear. It's clear if you
I
know
can't
that.
believe you didn't know that, you lot.
That is my reasoning behind that answer. So you're all learning something anyway. Aren't you? So
James is trying to think of a
Next.
rhyme about it now.
Probably got it downloaded.
can apprentices work from home, or are apprentices always workplace based?
They can work from home.
These days.
Mm,
Yes.
Yes.
I'd say yes.
Answer for yes. We've got a majority of yeses. Yeah. The
I'll
answer
say
is
no.
yes. Okay. And I think that probably from our experience, and I know it's the same with work in general, the pandemic's created that situation, because working in this pre-pandemic, we would probably have never considered an apprentice to be able to work from home because they need to be looked after all the time. But now we've moved onward, then yeah, a lot more apprentices actually do home-based or hybrid roles. This is a pretty easy question. Which areas of the UK do big names such as Google, Siemens, KPMG, AstraZeneca employ people from?
All across the UK.
Yeah.
All across the UK. Yeah, that's pretty simple. Could skip past that, couldn't we? How much is an apprentice expected to pay towards their training costs and tuition fees, including for degree apprentices? Correct. What is the minimum duration for an apprenticeship?
12.
12 months.
You're on roll.
Do apprentices get benefits like holiday pay with travel costs and discounts in shops?
Yes.
Depends on the contract, doesn't it?
Oh yes, the correct answer depends what's in their contract.
Yeah, they do get holiday pay regardless of the contract. But
They
yeah,
do,
but-
yes,
but-
from a legal
but-
standpoint.
but other benefits, yeah, it can be. But yes, they do. They are entitled. Well done. And last but not least, I can't remember what this means. So, what percentage of apprentices do you think continue in paid employment on completion of their apprenticeship?
I reckon it's
93.
93.
Is that with the company they've done their apprenticeship
Yes.
with?
Again,
I think that's where the question is aimed. Yeah, 93%. Yeah, that is correct. Right.
Do we get a prize?
No. You don't get anything. Thank you very much. Well done.
Free apprentice.
I haven't finished. I wanted that back. Yeah.
Just looking at the products from you.
Neil, I'm conscious of time. Sorry.
You
It's
are?
2. I'm just conscious of time. It's 2 o'clock.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Right. It's going to take me 2 minutes.
that's fine.
There you go.
Right. Okay. Do I have to control it from my here? Where do you put my?
The pointer is on the other screen, but you can,
Is it there? Oh. What have you done to me?
Right arrow. Is it target?
I need it. I need to go. Stay down here. Come on, 'cause I'm running out of time. It's your fault.
I'm laying in the house now.
No.
That one. Up here.
I was just in. I was in PowerPoint.
Do you want key points? Key points to
The
just
next
come
arrow.
up.
It's just
Where
the
is it?
Arrow right.
Arrow right here, and then.
Oh, is it working?
Yeah.
Ah, there we go. Right, okay, so very quickly, some pre-country points. So, apprenticeships available to all ages, no upper limit, so it's not just 16 to 18-year-olds. Employers must commit 6 hours per week off the job training tasks that contribute to the apprenticeship but not part of their apprenticeship day-to-day job. All businesses with a payroll bill of less than 3 million located in the West Midlands can get up to 100% of apprenticeship training funded via West Midlands Combined Authority. We can gain access to levy transfer money from larger businesses to help you employ an apprentice. If you were a business that had to contribute, that is basically all about. All businesses with a payroll of 3 million or more pay the apprenticeship levy. I don't think anyone in the room has a business that pays us payable of 3 million or more. I might be completely wrong, but they pay an apprenticeship levy of 0.5%, and they have to spend that on apprentices. If you know or are involved with businesses that are that big and are not spending it, talk to us. All businesses who employ 16 to 18-year-old apprentices with less than 50 employees get 100% of their apprenticeship funded. And last but not least, all businesses who employ 16 to 18-year-old apprentices get £1,000 incentive from the government. Maximum cost to an employer is 5% of the apprenticeship funding band. The current minimum wage for an apprentice is £6.40 an hour. Scandalous, I think, and you must pay that for the first 12 months. And as a client of Juniper, we will advertise your vacancy free of charge, recruit your apprentice, and shortlist your candidates. Does anyone have any questions? Because I've run out of time. It's technical issues.
No? Thank you, Neil.
Thank you.